Your favorite auntie is back to straighten out America. America is on the path to doing something really, really stupid.
If the election were held today, even Democrats, I know, think that Trump would win.
A new CBS News poll shows 46% of registered voters remember the Trump-era presidency as excellent or good, compared to President Biden's 33%.
This is like a movie where you see the disaster coming from a mile away and nobody is stopping.
Imagine giving the guy who once suggested injecting bleach to fight COVID a chance to lead the country again. That's the nightmare Leslie Jones is trying to stop, and she's got some strong words for America about it. Buckle up, because we're jumping into the Trump time machine, and this ride is as wild as Mar-a-Lago's golf course after a cart crash. Remember 2020, the year we all became pro-bakers and binge-watched Netflix. While we were perfecting sourdough, Trump was busy being, well, Trump. Leslie Jones isn't letting us forget that. She's right when she says it's like watching a disaster unfold in slow motion, but no one's stepping in to stop it.
Election is now less than 8 months away, and guess what? America is on the path to doing something really, really stupid.
New Fox News polls finding former President Trump leading President Biden by 5 points nationally in a head-to-head matchup. This is his biggest lead yet against Joe Biden.
Every time I turn on the news, I'm shouting at the screen like it's a horror movie. Don't go in there, America! Leatherface is in there, America!
In this movie, though, the disaster has orange hair and a Twitter habit. Let's take a trip down memory lane for the greatest hits of the Trump era. Remember when he tried to play weatherman and suggested nuking a hurricane? Leslie Jones can't believe people forget that. Seriously, who wouldn't recall the guy who thought nukes could control the weather? It's like trying to kill a fly with a sledgehammer. Totally sensible, right? But it gets better. Then the pandemic hit, and suddenly we were living in a weird version of Asterisk Survivor. Toilet paper edition asterisk. As Jones puts it, 2020 was the year we didn't even have toilet paper. Some of us were practically using old family photos.
I know we don't have the attention spans anymore, but how can you forget the man who wanted to nuke a hurricane? That actually happened. I know some people don't care about January 6th, but let me remind you about something real quick. He was also a terrible president! And the thing that gets me the most is there are people who are saying we're worse off than we were in 2020.
Talk about family bonding, right? And of course, we can't forget the star of this show, Trump himself. While scientists were racing to find a real cure, our former president had his own bright ideas. Leslie Jones brings up his famous suggestion, injecting bleach to fight COVID. Sure, Trump might have gone full mad scientist, asking, can we do something like that with injections? Maybe some kind of disinfectant inside. Who needs doctors when you've got a president with a chemistry set and a wild idea? But Jones isn't just cracking jokes. She's highlighting how we keep repeating the same bad decisions. She compares it to things we know will end badly, like getting bangs after a breakup or eating gas station sushi. And the worst part of Trump's time in office, January 6th, Jones doesn't hold back. Are we really going to bring back a man who tried to overthrow the government? That's like asking Jeffrey Epstein to babysit. It's a disaster waiting to happen, and the consequences could be even bigger than Trump's ego.
Like asking Jeffrey Epstein to watch your kids. I mean, are we going to really bring back a man who tried to overthrow the government? Or a pedophile priest to watch your kids? Or that sick who used to work at Nickelodeon to watch your kids?
Now, you might be wondering, is Leslie Jones just another comedian taking easy shots at Trump? Well, hold on to your MAJ hats, because she's got more layers than Trump's spray tan. Jones isn't just tossing out one-liners for cheap laughs. She's using humor like a sharp tool, slicing through the craziness of American politics. And trust me, she's not holding back. Her comparison of re-electing Trump to some seriously twisted babysitting choices isn't just for laughs. She says it's like asking Jeffrey Epstein, a pedophile priest, or that creepy guy from Nickelodeon to watch your kids. It's not just a joke. It's a wake-up call with a dark edge. Jones doesn't stop there, though. She's turned our political situation into a horror movie, with Trump as the monster lurking in a closet. Every time she turns on the news, she's yelling at the screen like in a horror flick. Don't go in there, America. Leatherface is waiting. And honestly, who doesn't feel the need to check under the bed for an orange-tinted boogeyman at this point? So why all the jokes? Sometimes you gotta laugh to keep from crying. Jones is serving up hard truths with a side of humor, helping us swallow the bitter reality without choking on it. But don't think she's only here for laughs. Her message is clear, and she's driving it home with every punchline. Remember when Trump suggested injecting disinfectant to fight COVID? Jones brings it up again, reminding us just how absurd it was. It's funny, until you remember he was actually running the country.
Oh, the pandemic wasn't Trump's fault, but Trump made it worse every chance he got. Don't you people remember the kind of advice he was giving us? In 2020, we didn't even have toilet paper. We was wiping our ass with family photos.
Is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or almost a cleaning?
President Trump suggested, without facts, that bleach injections might fight COVID.
Jones isn't just making fun of Trump. She's holding up a mirror to all of us. She says it shouldn't be a surprise that America's about to make another bad decision because, well, we've done it before. It's like we're a bunch of teenagers making poor choices and wondering why we're always in trouble. But here's the thing. Jones isn't just here for laughs. She's using humor to wake us up, to remind us of the serious consequences if Trump gets back into office. It's all fun and games until someone loses their democracy, right? We've had our laughs, but now it's time to get real. Jones isn't just throwing out singers. She's painting a picture of what America could look like with Trump back in the White House, and it's not a pretty one. She's practically yelling at us like we're the clueless teens in a horror movie who always think it's a good idea to check out the creepy basement noise. That's us right now, and she's trying to save us from ourselves. What's got Jones so fired up? For starters, she's worried about, democracy. Remember that? The system where we pick our leaders without someone throwing a tantrum and sending their followers to storm the Capitol. Jones is asking, are we really going to bring back a man who tried to overthrow the government? It's a fair point. Most job applications ask if you've committed a felony, but I guess an attempted coup isn't on the checklist for becoming president.
Here eating double-stuffed Oreos and triple-decker sandwiches. We stack our food like a Jenga. Just look at the lengths we go. Just look at the lengths we go to for fast food. Look at it. You know what has only one layer? A goddamn carrot.
Patrons had to wait as long as 8 hours. This week's opening featured customers even braving cold temperatures to camp out overnight just to be the first in line.
But here's the kicker. Some people are actually on board with giving Trump another shot, as if we're living in some upside-down world. Leslie Jones is left scratching her head, wondering if we've all lost it. She's got a point when she says, I shouldn't be surprised that America's about to do something harmful to itself, because that's what we always do. It's like we're a nation of toddlers, constantly sticking our fingers in electrical sockets and then acting shocked when we get hurt. Now, some might be thinking, but what about the economy? My 401k. Jones hasn't forgotten that either. She reminds us of the toilet paper chaos in 2020. And let's not overlook how we became the laughingstock of the international community. Remember when world leaders were literally laughing at Trump, either behind his back or straight to his face? Jones isn't just talking to those who already agree with her. She's trying to reach the folks who are on the fence. The ones thinking, maybe it wasn't that bad last time. Her message is clear. Asterisk, wake up, asterisk. It asterisk was asterisk that bad, and it could get worse. She's appealing to our sense of decency, reminding us what we're supposed to stand for. Truth, justice, and, not suggesting we nuke hurricanes. Yet, despite everything, a CBS News poll shows that 46% of registered voters still support Trump, compared to 33% for President Biden. It's a stark reminder that a lot of people are still considering giving him the keys to the White House again.
I could go on and on about why it would be a terrible idea to bring back Trump. But you know what? I guess I shouldn't be surprised that America is about to do something that we know is harmful to us. We know we should take care of our mental health, but we entertain ourselves by watching documentaries of serial killers. We know we need to sleep 8 hours a night, but we stay up all night scrolling onto our phone until it falls on our damn face. When I feel sick, I look up symptoms on WebMD. I know it's irresponsible, but I can't control myself, probably because I'm dying of scurvy.
On Asterisk, The Daily Show Asterisk, Leslie Jones didn't hold back, comparing bringing Trump back to power to hiring Jeffrey Epstein as a babysitter or letting a pedophile priest lead a youth group. In her usual sharp-witted style, she cut through the noise, warning us why Trump's administration was such a disaster. She reminded us with humor about his absurd ideas, like nuking hurricanes and injecting bleach to fight COVID-19. Jones joked that when we turned to Trump for advice, it was like he was saying, "Kill yourself," showing just how crazy things got. But she didn't stop there. Jones also took a deeper look at America's bad habits, from questionable diet choices to bizarre plastic surgery trends like belly etching, highlighting how we sometimes seem addicted to making poor decisions.